Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm sharing the process behind this acrylic gouache painting. This piece is all about capturing whimsy and a touch of nostalgia with bright, playful tones and a quirky sense of character. I love working in my sketchbook because it's a safe space to explore, experiment, and let ideas come to life. So let's dive in, step by step, into how this painting came together. First, I did the sketching part, and now I'm going to use a masking fluid because when I want to do the background, I'm afraid that the color of the background is gonna get messed up with the characters. You can just use it with a very old brush so you don't damage the brush after using the masking fluid. Next, I laid down the base colors using acrylic gouache. I chose a palette using soft greens, vibrant pinks, and a gradient blue background to tie it all together. Acrylic gouache is one of my favorite mediums because of its versatility. It has the opacity of traditional gouache, but with the durability of acrylic, which makes layering a dream. At this stage, it's all about blocking in flat colors to set the foundation. I wanted the background to look gradient and I didn't want the color to just overshadow the characters. Next is adding the base layer. I always do that first before adding the details. Recently, I just bought this neon orange and pink color and I wanted to try them out, and I used it on this painting since I wanted the colors to be very peachy and also vibrant. Once I put the base colors, I move on to the fun part, adding details. I always use the smaller brushes to build up the texture in the hair, skin, and I try to give it a little bit of dimension. Working on the hair was one of the most enjoyable parts of this painting. I focused on creating soft, bouncy curls with a vintage flair, layering warm browns and golden highlights to give it dimension and movement. Using a small round brush, I carefully painted each strand to capture the texture and flow, letting the curls feel natural yet stylized. The challenge was balancing the hair's detail without overwhelming the rest of the composition. I added subtle shadows between the curls to create depth while ensuring the highlights popped, giving the hair that polished, glossy look that ties the character together. The pig was such a fun and whimsical element to bring to life in this piece. I wanted to have a playful yet slightly mischievous personality, so I focused on his expressive eyes and the subtle smirk on his face. Using vibrant pinks and softer blush tones, I layered the paint to create a smooth, almost velvety texture for his skin. Adding small touches like the shine on his snout and the delicate folds around his ears gave it a lifelike quality while still keeping it stylized to match the overall aesthetic. The pig feels like the perfect companion for the character, bringing warmth and a bit of humor to the piece. Adding highlights and final touches is where the magic really happens. I used a small brush and a bit of white paint to bring out the shine. These tiny details make the characters feel alive and give the painting a sense of depth. It's the final steps that transforms the painting from good to complete, and it's always so satisfying to see everything come to life. Outlining is one of my favorite steps because it makes the whole painting come together. For this piece, I used a small brush to carefully go over the edges, making the shapes and details stand out. The outlines add contrast and make the colors pop without overpowering the painting. I kept the lines light and playful to match the fun, whimsical feel of the piece, especially around the curls in the hair and the pig's happy little face. It's a simple step, but it really gives the painting a polished and finished look. And here is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see you next time. Stay creative.
Ba ba da ba ba.